Hi everyone, my name is Sophie and I'm the Treasurer and Mycology Secretary of the Wildlife Society. So I know sometimes people view plants and fungi as a little bit more of the more boring side of biology, but I'm hoping today will help convince you otherwise. Today I'm going to be talking to you about some of the most poisonous species of mushrooms, not only because it's just something interesting to learn about, but also it's Halloween, it's the spooky month, you know, I gotta do something a little bit creepy. Quick disclaimer, even though I won't be going into any graphic detail, I am going to be talking about the effects of certain toxins on the human body, so if that's something you're uncomfortable with, this may not be the best video for you. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. First up is Amanita muscara, otherwise known as fly agaric. So you may recognize this guy from films or video games. They are not edible, although they are rarely ever fatal towards humans. They are poisonous, but they are especially harmful towards pets, especially cats and dogs. They are widely distributed in forests across North America, Asia, and Europe. They use the toxic agents muscipol and ibotonic acid, which affect the central nervous system, leading to stereotypical drunk-like actions where they experience nausea, loss of coordination, and sometimes hallucinations. This made them a very popular thing to use in religious and sacred rituals for ancient human civilizations, and probably some people today. Number 2 is false morel, Gymntra esculenta. So it's called false morel because it looks similar in a way to the actual morel fungi. However, in my opinion, it looks a little bit more like a human brain. So I feel like they kind of missed out on a chance there with its naming. Despite looking like a human brain, it's quite a popular dish in Scandinavia and Eastern Europe. If cooked correctly, it is in fact edible. However, eating it properly or eating it raw, similar to pufferfish, is extremely dangerous and can lead to bad effects. It uses the toxin monomethylhydrazine, which goes after your kidneys and liver, and if you do manage to survive, you'll likely need a transplant. They are found in conifer forests in North America and Europe. Number 3 is Portostroma corna de May. It is a Japanese fungus known for its bright red color and odd sort of pointed gnome hat-like shape. To me, it's pretty much the definition of an evolved warning system. I mean, bright red, weird shape. I'm gonna stay away from it personally. However, apparently it looks extremely similar to a young version of an edible species of fungus, so people often mix them up and do end up eating them. It uses trichothecene mycotoxins, which can cause effects that look similar to radio poisoning or leukemia, which is where skin is peeling off the face, hair loss, and blood cells are depleted. It is a Japanese fungus, and so you usually find it in East Asia. Number 4 is deadly webcap, otherwise known as Cortinaris rubellus. So I wanted to mention this one, not only because it's an extremely poisonous mushroom, but also because it tends to be the one that people accidentally eat, as it looks extremely similar to a lot of edible species, ones you might even see in a grocery store like Sainsbury's. It will almost definitely kill you, and if you do manage to survive, you will probably need a kidney transplant, as is the case with the Nick Evans family. He wrote The Horse Whisperer, you may have heard of him. So his family went foraging for mushrooms, mixed them up, and unfortunately didn't eat them. 2 of them survived, however they are on kidney dialysis and are on the transplant list. He uses the toxin oralene, which has no known antidote or anything to flush it out of your system, which is why it's such a dangerous fungi. The final mushroom I want to tell you about is also from the Amanita family, as you may remember from our very first one, fly agaric. It is Amanita phalloides. The reason I have 2 from the Amanita family on this list is because they are the most dangerous family of fungi found around the world. So this one is helpfully named the death cap, similar to deadly webcap. It is, you know, a bit of a warning to you. It is found under oak trees in European forests and is extremely similar to the edible fungus found in Asia called the paddy straw mushroom. It uses the agent amatoxin, which damages your kidneys and livers, leading to them shutting down. It is estimated as little as half of a single mushroom can kill a full-grown adult. Some notable deaths that it's associated with include a Roman emperor, Claudius. I'm not 100% sure which Claudius, there was a few. A Russian Tsar and a pope. It also often catches out immigrants from Asian countries that have come into Europe. They're not aware that it is a different species, and as I mentioned earlier, they see it as the paddy straw mushroom that they find in their home country. So that completes my list that I want to tell you guys about today. If you learned anything from this video, please let it be. Do not go out picking random mushrooms. Leave it to the experts or farmers. Just go to Sainsbury's and buy a punnet there. So if you have any questions, please put them in the comments below. I'll be happy to try and answer them as best as I can. And I've also included the link for the Wildlife Society Facebook and Instagram in the description. So go ahead and check that out if you're interested in wildlife and nature in general. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!